Moment of truth, y'all. How many makeup palettes does Mary really need? So let's get to decluttering. So first I have this Glam Metal one. Just by the way, this is not in any order at all, and it's by Crown Pro, and it's from a subscription box. I never heard about this brand until I tried it, and this is what it looks like. So as you can see, a lot of the shades are missing, but Rebel, the one in the middle, is that I love the most. However, this is old and broken, and I just recently got a new, more updated version, so this one is actually going to be in the declutter pile. So next I have Cherry Cordial by Laura Geller. I have only swatched this like a few times. I got this a few Christmases ago and I just haven't used it. I kept it, I put it in the maybe pile last time, but I just really haven't used it this time, so I want to give this to someone who's actually going to use this, so this is going in the declutter pile. Next I have the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Edition. This is a cult classic. Every makeup guru, lover, anybody who could get their hands on this could. It's great. The colors are amazing. Obviously you could tell that I've used it a lot and enjoyed it a lot, and I will be keeping this just for the sake that it's a collector's item, and I love the sparkly colors. I also have Rainforest of the Sea by Tarte. It's the volume 2, and this is a bit tougher one. I really love the colors in here. This was one of the first palettes that I received that I used all of the colors in here. I've never had a palette where I've used everything. The only color I haven't used is this one, and it looks like this one, but I swear I've used that one. So this is really great. I left it at my mom's house and she just gave it to me, and so I want to be able to play around with this more just because I haven't seen it in a while, so I will be keeping this. I also have Chocolate Tiramisu by Laura Geller, if you can't tell by the kind of how the Cherry Cordial one looked like. This was a set, but it comes with different colors, obviously. This one was one of my very favorites, but it's just not very pigmented. I'm someone who loves a really pigmented shadow, and if you can't tell, there's a lot of fallout in these, so I will be passing this along. It hasn't been used that much. The colors are great, but the fallout and it's not pigmented enough for me. Next, I have the Lorac Pro. Obviously, you can tell I've had this for a very long time. Since this dates back all the way to high school. So 5 or 6 years ago is when I got this. The mirror's broken, but the colors are just stunning. Every time I open this, it's just a reminder why I love it. This white color, the champagne color, the gold. Everything about it is just amazing. It is highly pigmented, and again, I left this at my mom's house, so I haven't been able to play around with this. So I want to play around with it more. I kind of want to put this in the maybe pile and repurchase this just because this one's so old and gross. But it's definitely a love, and if it was new, I would keep it. So we're just going to put this in maybe to see if I want to repurchase it. The final one in the Laura Geller collection is Biscotti. As you can tell, these are all named after desserts. It looks very similar to the other one, but I really have not touched this. Wow, this rose and this one is really pretty. I don't know if you can see that. So that swatch won't pick up on, as I was saying, the swatch wouldn't pick up on camera. These colors aren't very pigmented. If you're someone who likes subtle colors, then you would love this, but again, they're not pigmented enough for me, so I'm going to pass this along. I'm kind of not really into this collection as much as I was when I first got it. Next is the Tarte Make Believe in Yourself palette, and I'm going to be completely honest, the reason I bought this is because of the packaging, the colors, and it's vanilla vanilla scented. I can never talk in my videos. I at least stutter once and it sucks. Back on topic, I'm not keeping this because I know one of my younger nieces would enjoy this way more with the rainbow colors. I like to experiment with rainbow colors, but I feel unless you're younger or you're like a makeup artist, this is not something you would use in your everyday collection, so I will be passing this along. The lighting does not do this palette enough justice. Literally, again, I bought this for the packaging, but the contents inside itself are amazing. This is the contour kit. I consider this a palette. Anything with like more than 3 is considered a palette to me, but anyways, this is amazing. One of my favorite contours. I also use this on other people because there's different shades, as well as a finishing powder and a brightener, and it's just amazing. I don't know what I would do without this palette. Definitely keeping. If you do not have this, I highly suggest you invest in this. Next, I have another Cover FX base palette. This is really a hard one for me because I just received this in my BoxyCharm, but the fallout is so ridiculous that I don't know if it's worth keeping. The highlighters are gorgeous colors, not pigmented enough for me. The contour is good. The finishing powder is okay. The brightener's good. The blush is way too pink for me. and the fallout is ridiculous. This is going to have to go in the maybe pile that I will decide for later, just because, as you can tell, it's brand new. I've barely gotten a chance to use this, but the 3 or 4 times that I have, the fallout is just ridiculous enough that it's a reason for me not to touch this. I feel like my mom might enjoy this more, or somebody else who has a little bit darker skin tone, which can enjoy the blush. One of my, or not even one of my ultimate favorite palette in my collection is the Huda Beauty Topaz Obsessions. This is in the color, it doesn't say right off the bat, but basically, if you know me, you know that oranges and golds are things that I wear every single day of my life. I use every single one of these palettes on a daily basis. I mean, every single one of these eyeshadow colors on a daily basis, even this bright yellow at the top. It's amazing, the best thing I've ever invested in. The best $27 I've ever spent, and I will definitely be keeping this. And if you are like me and you like bright colors, bright oranges and yellows like this is a must-have for your collection. Getting close to the end, I have my trusty Sephora Pro palette. Oh man. Aside from the fact that I just got the black shattered and it's gone, this was a holy grail for me, and still somewhat is. Obviously you can tell there's a lot of colors that I hit pan in. The gold, the browns. It's a great palette, and there's still many colors that I haven't used yet. It's getting pretty old though, like, as you can see, it's broken up here and I just shattered the black. Even though I love this, it's becoming a hassle because of the packaging and the fallout from the broken colors, like this one and this one. I'm going to put it in this maybe pile. Last but not least, I have the Festival palette by Pure, which I just received in the mail. I've only done one makeup look with this, and so far my review on it is okay. I will say these 2 glitter shades are the worst shades I have ever tried in my life. Yes, they are very pigmented, but it looks like you're wearing makeup in 5th grade when you stole, like, I don't even know, it's just awful. But Psychedelic, Good Vibes, Free Spirit, Hidden Desert, all great colors. This palette is, you know, it's got palm trees and stuff in the back. It really reminds me of Arizona when I was there, and it just makes me really happy, so I'm definitely going to keep this to experiment more with it. It was a nice little surprise, and I definitely appreciate the colors and the packaging and everything about it. So this is what I will definitely be keeping at the end of the day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 palettes. That's a great number compared to what I was at with about 10. This is what I will definitely be getting rid of. It looks like I'll be getting rid of 5 palettes as well. So I guess I have more than 5 or 10 palettes. Wow. But this is what I will be getting rid of. This is a really big deal for me because it's hard for me to part with things, but this is great. As for my maybe piles, I need to make a decision. Hello, Vlad, ruining the video once again. Son, please get off my palettes. Thank you. Please. Thank you. Actually, get off the maybe pile. Thank you. So when it comes to my maybe pile, I'm going to have to say I have to keep this just because there's so many colors I haven't ventured with, even though it's a hassle. TB determined. TB determined. Depending on what I say next time is if I get rid of it. Oh, there's a piece of Ladford. Great. As for these 2, I'm going to get rid of the Lorac and just get a new one if I really like it, because this is nasty. And the Cover FX, I'm going to hold on to it just because it's really new. I just got this literally a month ago. So let's give it another try.